All right, you guys, we are live. I think, at least we say, it says we're live, so that's cool. 21 concurrent viewers. We got quite a few people in the chat. Welcome to Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is the RC Drift talk show thing that we do. Yeah, still technically looking for names, although we might just keep it the same anyway. Who knows? Anyways, hey, let's see. What do we got going on? Logan, are you ready for overtime? Are you going to do overtime this week?
No, dude. That's bad.
It's too rough.
I have to work.
Going to 10 was rough.
Yeah, it kind of sucked.
Aww.
My problem is, I like going to 10 is fine, but I need, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I need like hours to wind down before I can actually fall asleep.
Oh, I know, right? It's horrible. Last week, I had to pick up my wife's sisters and her husband from the airport at like 10:30 at night, which puts me back at 1:30 in the morning. And yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, no fun.
And I think we've got feedback coming from somewhere.
It was Junior, but I just watched him turn his computer down, so I think we're good.
Okay, perfect. Nope,
still got it.
It's still there.
Junior, can you turn your computer down a little more, maybe switch to headphones?
The computer doesn't have sound on.
Oh.
Womp, womp.
I don't know.
Just unplug it, dude.
So if you can't tell, we've got Junior here and we got Joe here. So
What up?
the US number 2, and we got Joe.
I'm
the
going to
Hobby
call...
Shop TX.
Okay, this might be controversial. Obviously, Rio he won the title of U.S. Drift King, but I'm going to go ahead and award Junior the title of America's Drift King.
America. That's fair. I think that's fair.
America.
In the U.S., number 1.
At some point, Junior will get his trophy and his big it wasn't a check, but I still have it. I still have it in California. Sorry, buddy. I'll bring it back next time.
And if you guys notice, Junior doesn't have his name tag up. I will put that up there as soon as I can focus on that. Let me actually get my whole drift document pulled up here, because believe it or not, I do have a thing with an outline.
I also want to shout out, if you don't know, Joe right now is completely off grid, operating on battery power.
Yeah.
And sitting comfy with the stove, looking like,
Don't say it.
May or may not be a shed. I don't know.
It's a shed, dude. It's a tough shed. We call it a cabin, but it's a tough shed.
I mean, he's up in the mountains.
Like that.
That's all that
You know, you put a stove and some furniture in a tough shed, and that's a cabin.
Hey, man. Heck yeah.
in a tough shed. Yeah.
It's a lot. I'll tell you what. It's a lot nicer than my cabin.
Okay. So let's go ahead and just start it off with calendar events. We know that Oregon STC is confirmed, which I'd like to go ahead and talk about STC qualification and registration tonight. We'll probably do that right after this, or sometime in the show. February 22nd is going to be Twisted Seal RC's first drift event. It's called Fund for the Future. So that'll be cool. They did change the track tire. It's going to be LF3s. They just ordered quite a few LF3 to be in stock there. Again, LiPo bags are required, just like everywhere else, because we don't like fire. Import Expo, March 8th at the Portland Convention Center, so that'll be a fun show to go to. Northwest Model Hobby and Expo is in April 13th to the 11th to the 13th. Find your hotels or your housing now if you're going to be there multiple days. It gets more expensive as we go along. And it's already expensive. Like the Best Western there is like $175 a night. Okay, so that does it for calendar events. What about you guys, Junior, Joe? Do you want to talk about STC
Mm-hmm.
for a little bit here?
What part?
registration and qualification.
So the registration's open, and then some of the qualifying criteria changed a bit.
Mhm. It's just a few highlights is all.
I haven't even, man, I need to read it.
You need to- well, let's go over it then. Let's go over it.
Yeah, I'm like, I have not read the news, whatever they changed.
So first to know is that registration is now open. If you're there in the area, just register. It's free. It only helps your region with the numbers. So it's a good thing to register. There's a Google form that you need to go fill out. Do it.
Yeah, definitely. Just sign up. Like, the worst case scenario is you don't compete or you don't go down the worlds. There's no reason to not sign up. Doesn't cost you anything.
Yep, not at all. And like I was saying, if anything, it does help your region's numbers a little bit. So whatever you can do there, it will end up helping you in the end for others as well. And then the qualifications have changed a little bit, not to the extremity that I was thinking, but
Yeah.
it is a change. So it's still really, really easy to qualify. So as far as qualification ways, there's participation in a minimum of 50% of your home regional rounds. So anywhere else that you go, that does not count to your participation. Podium finish in home regional round. And that's just saying one podium finish, right? And then official judge for 75% of the regional rounds. And we got to figure out that feedback because it's doing like the weird brain mess up thing.
Junior, can you either, can you maybe, how are you listening to the audio?
It's on my phone.
Can you maybe turn it down a little bit?
I could even put on. I'm like, do I know? Oh, I don't know if they're charged.
Headphones would be cool in this
Headphones would be
situation.
good. Or earbuds, you know.
Like it's pulling the weird brain jammer thing
Yeah.
where it's like half a second behind and I can't
Yeah.
think of anything.
But you know, that's kind of interesting though, because we've talked about how we kind of expected a qualifying change to change from like just basically what is an open invitation to something that had a more like of a performance requirement, like how well you do in your region. But you know, I think the reality is if they did something like only allow top 10 or top 15 qualifiers, that would just make the event too small, just because of the amount of people that go that are from California, right? So I think, you know, maybe it's just not there yet.
Well, or we're just trying to like continue to grow it, right, until it's clearly too much to handle, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would say they're about there for that aspect of it. I mean, there's really not that much free time, you know, between being at the track and being at home, wherever you're staying. So,
For reference, we are just random guys that are talking on the internet. We have no weight in these decisions that are being made.
not really. No, I mean, I talked to Shane, but speaking of, so we're covering kind of like the registration and qualifying stuff today, but I know that speaking with Shane, they will be dropping a new, you know, the 2025 rule set soon, and so we'll have them on. Probably Shane and Manny will come on and we'll discuss some of the rule changes too.
Here, I just muted Junior. We'll see if it's actually him.
Pretty sure it is.
Yeah, so basically I was reading it. From what I saw, Steve chimed in on that post, and he said, and this is Steve Fujita, by the way, saying that the increase for judging to 75% is to help increase the consistency of judging.
Mm-hmm.
Totally down for that. 100% down for that. Because the more you can have the same judges, the more consistent that your judging is going to be. Totally down for that.
Yeah, I kind of am, and you know, it's kind of a double-edged sword for me, because if any other of the smaller regions are like us, right? We have a lot of people that want to be competitive and pursue like the regional points, right? And then that leaves little room for people that are willing to just be judges. So being able to hot swap judges really, and not have that not affect your qualification status is kind of nice. So, in regions like California or maybe Texas, where you guys have pretty solid, dedicated judging team, that's definitely preferred, right? Consistent judging, but I think it could be tricky for some of the smaller regions.
It is, and I think that because like this year coming up, we are kind of switching the judging a little bit. So it's the consistency of the last year was really good. This year we're gonna kind of tweak it a little bit, so we'll see how it works.
Yeah, I mean, even to the point like you see in FD or other motorsports, like they change who the judges are throughout the season anyways, like intentionally to mix it up a little bit, right? So it's just not consistently judged one way, because like no judge is perfect, right? So by changing the judges, you kind of average out the accuracy of the judging. And same like in Formula One, at every race the stewards are different set of people, and that's like on purpose. So I don't know, interesting.
Where'd Junior go?
Probably to go find his headphones.
There he is.
I just did it. It was it's mine though.
It's what?
Was it mine?
I don't know.
It was you.
I
I was muted.
so.
Yeah, he was muted.
Yeah, he's been muted and it wasn't doing it.
Damn. I was gonna say I could just do it from my.
It's
No,
kind of
you're-
working now.
Yeah, you're fine.
That was good.
For now. We will find out. Anyways, two more
we're
additional
good now.
ways that you can qualify is shop or track owner. So Joe, are you going to show up to STC?
You'll find out. Don't worry about me. Be prepared. If I do show up, you guys better be ready.
And the last one is just being an international competitor, which I think the last time that we talked about international competitors, they did have to like actually podium or something like overseas or whatnot. So I believe it's more than just being an international competitor.
I feel like if they come though, they're probably gonna be like pretty into it.
Right, because
That's a
who
long
in the right
way.
mind is just gonna like show up to SDC, not be good, pay all that money for airfare and whatnot?
I
Joe?
mean, you say that, but there's a lot of people that do that. Let's be real.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
okay, overseas is a completely different idea than just like us going down to California, right? Or even like Florida coming over to California, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so that's all that there is. If you are planning on competing, register now because you want the points. The whole idea is if you're registered, then you don't have to worry. But if you don't register and you decide later, you can register, but you don't start qualifying. You don't start accumulating points until after the fact or after your first competition that you compete in.
The concept of going to Worlds and not competing is also valid. I almost wish I could do that, but
That's me.
my ego and narcissism don't let me to do that. But that would be the ideal approach, I think.
That's me. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that's I wish I could do that, but I can't because I have to win. I'm try hard.
I have to win. Roar. Okay. I wonder what kind of van.
That's funny.
Or is there going to be a van this year?
Oh, there's going to be a van.
Is it going to be a van or is it going to be a
There has
bus?
to be a van. I think hopefully this year we can get the van sponsored or something.
It sounds like it needs to be a bus. That'd be hilarious.
Short bus. A short bus would be very fitting.
No, full bus, tour bus.
Where are we going to park a full bus?
We'll figure it out. It'll happen. In and out van.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Yeah, I
down for
saw
that.
some guys. They pulled up with their their whole freaking RV and everything, and they parked it right in the. We just got there. I went there early with them, the Vegas people, and they just pulled it up, opened it all up, the canopy and everything.
Smart.
Yeah. Because then you have like Alfredo. My gosh.
Easy, buddy. Jeez.
Keep it G rated. PG rated. We'll see how far this goes. Because Logan, what's your drink of choice tonight?
If you weren't paying attention to my stories,
Oh, I saw it.
Local favorite volatile substance.
Volatile. Oh, that's the yeah. I don't drink, you guys. I have no idea of what
Delicious.
this stuff is.
I got Arizona for the night. I was like, I haven't had one of these in years.
Hot dog water. Chris says hot dog water. If you haven't already seen it or aren't a part of it, I just posted the Discord link in the chat. It's a fun place to go find answers and post pictures. So yes, we do things called Roast Your Rig, and you can post pics just for fun, all that stuff. Anyways, let's get down to it. We've got Joe and we've got Junior here. We've got DJ. DJ, what are you working on?
I am working on some rear arms on one of my RMXs, and then I'm also just going to throw on some a little bit wider fronts that I have left over from my old RMX. So
We got Mark in the chat.
Yeah.
Spleen
Mark's-
machine.
We got the Spleen Machine's biggest
What up,
fan, Mark. And we also got to shout out DJ and welcome him to the adult world of owning a PC.
PC Master Race.
yeah, long journey, but I am here.
Yes.
But you know what's
Did
sad?
post the
DJ is actually using a computer for the first time.
Is it
yeah.
That's
It-
not true, but it's pretty funny to say that.
is it really only for Rocket League that you got your
Yeah,
computer?
It's literally just for Rocket League.
Yeah, just only. Yeah, I don't know why I'm on it right now. Actually, let me hop on my phone right now.
No. Okay. And then let's go ahead and dive into stuff. Mile
DJ, what's
High,
your
Super
Rocket
Duper
League
Duper.
rank, real quick?
Oh, I mean, I'll rank myself a Diamond 2, maybe a Diamond 3 on a good day.
But what are you at?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Can you-
dude,
can you-
hours played? Actually, I looked at this the other day. I have like 77 hours played, or
That's it?
sorry, days. Sorry.
Oh
days.
my
77
god!
days.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Wait.
He said 77 days, and I was like, "That's it. That's rookie number." But geez.
Yeah, I said 77 hours on accident. Yeah, no. Yeah,
So-
it is Ricky numbers.
Damn.
It was 77 hours. No, I got 77 days.
1,848 hours. What are you
That's a
doing
lot.
with your life?
Hey, that's over time.
He's playing Rocket League.
That's a lot of boosting.
Okay.
The
So
game came out in 2015, I think, or 14.
for perspective, what does your rank mean? Like how far do you have to go to get there?
Diamond's like approaching the upper end.
Yeah,
Oh, apparently my
Yeah.
camera turned off. What the crap?
yeah. And then you get brought back down, and then you have to work your way up, and then it's a hard spot.
Yeah, because after Diamond is champ, right? I haven't played him so long.
Yeah, it's champ, then grand champ, then like SSL or something.
Uber freaking ridiculous. Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't even have those crazy ranks when I played. But yeah, basically it's like it's the beginning of like the actual high level tiers, I would call it.
Yeah, y'all are crazy. Rocket League is too tough of a game for me.
Anymore, yeah, it's crazy.
Okay. So Joe, I've got some questions for you, and then Junior, we're gonna hit you up after that. So does that sound like a plan?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so Joe, first question that I have written down on my paper is, what are some of the things you've noticed changed for your hobby shop from last year to this year?
Levels, man. It's weird how there's levels to this game,
Mhm.
and obviously we're talking about drift tonight. But
I meant in
the
general.
whole, in general, it's coming in and watching someone grab an RTR 6 months ago, and then to level up 2-3 times and become obsessed with the hobby.
So that's
And
Junior. Okay.
Yeah, and it's been it's just been an evolution to watch these people do it, to come in and just obsess, and to come in and sit there for 4, 5, 6 hours a day, and just master their craft and get after it.
Right on. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's a fun adventure when a shop opens. Like DJ and I would call DJ and I like first generation PDX guys. Adam and Jake and these people are like kind of OGs. They were around before PDX.
Sure.
And then at our track now, we have second gen and even third generation like rounds of people that have come to PDX and gotten into the sport and now are chasing us all over the track. It's really fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, it's cool.
I think it's funny that you put like Jake just as like before PDX.
I mean, I know
laugh.
you've been doing it a hell of a lot longer than Jake, but he was around before that, right? Like,
oh, that's great. That's hilarious. Okay. Hey, Joe, are there any calendar events that you want to shout out on this channel so that way we can all be informed?
Yeah, there's a bunch actually. We have a lot. They're on my phone, and my phone is
using his phone.
It's taped to the Milwaukee light. So,
did you post them?
I've got my wife's phone, but I don't know if Junior. When's our first round SDC?
I don't remember.
We don't know.
I have all the pictures on my phone.
You posted your dates, right?
We did post our dates, yeah.
RC Drift Network says
isn't it?
March 22nd.
Aaron knows. Aaron's gonna be RC Drift Network. Aaron's gonna he volunteered to the judge. So that's why I said we'll switch
Good
it up.
man.
Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah,
That's
appreciate
the
it.
shit.
There he is.
I mean, you guys obviously did just make a massive change at your track.
We did. We did.
Yeah.
The big aisle has been well received. It was we kind of debated on it. I had some reservations about getting it. I wasn't 100% on board. I know that there's a little bit more management we had to do for the track and just with running the shop as a whole, because we are heavy in drift, but we're just equally as heavy in bashing and crawling, and now we're getting into racing and pushing the e-commerce. And I didn't think we were ready to kind of like adapt to P-Tile and just the management of it, just maintaining it, keeping people, I don't want to say in check, that's not the right word, but just managing it. And I was wrong. It's been great, dude. I think everybody loves it. And it's been really, really fun. So
cool. Did you guys do you know how many square feet did you?
It's about 1,500 top of my head.
Okay.
Wait, what's the actual dimensions? That square feet doesn't do anything for me.
Shit. What is it? It's 20
it's going off of look and what you bought. Yeah, it's probably just like wider and shorter than ours. So
Okay.
a little less square foot, but probably like a little bit better of a shape.
Thank you. 55 by 25.
There you go. Yeah. So actually it's about the same as ours.
A little bit bigger, I think.
Thanks, Adam. So all right, so I rounded up 13.
That's
So Adam, the guy Adam, well,
It's
Adam.
varying. We got variation now.
Yeah, but no, he's so Adam's the one that came in and laid it. Him and Merv did it overnight, and they laid 1,375 square feet. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Did you guys? I know because you were asking me about it. Did you guys end up gluing it down or anything, or just you?
we did
set it
not,
down?
man. We went with what we talked about. We just so after I talked to you, we went up to Colorado to do some skiing, and I stopped by the guys at Certified, and he showed me how they did it. So they taped it in pretty much two squares, 4 squares together.
Yeah.
Taped it, set it down, and
2 by 2
taped the
squares,
edges.
basically. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
that's probably smart. We'll probably do that when we move.
Yeah, it seems like it worked out really well.
Judd is saying PDX is 60 by 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was going off of. It's about 5 feet shorter than that because you have the scale town area.
Right. Oh, yeah. So that's including the scale track or the scale buildings.
I believe so.
Okay.
Chuck
Okay.
can correct me on that, but basically it's the exact same size as us.
Cool.
Right on.
So, Joe,
Yo,
do you have a drift car yet?
I think he has one hidden.
Hidden.
I've got some in the attic. Do I have a drift? Yeah, I've got we probably have 15 on the shelf right now.
Oh, okay.
But I still have not. Man, dude, I just can't. I can't get to the time. I just can't. I go in. So I get there early. I get there about 6 a.m. We open up at 10 o'clock every day, but I get there at 6, and I have some intentions of coming in and sitting down and getting some time on the track. And I get in there and I'm, arranging the shelves and looking at the books and making sure the inventory is right. And by the time I look up, it's 9:45 and people are starting to come in and just didn't do it, dude.
So typical owner problems. Okay.
Yeah.
So what you really should do is you should organize a shop owner appreciation day, and then you can just kind of get things started,
Relax.
and then walk away.
Nope. Sounds good, but that's. Now Victorio's on. Oh
Yep.
boy. Yeah. I think he's at King of the Hammers.
That would make
Oh,
sense.
that'd be cool. Oh, did my audio just die? No?
I saw snow out there today in clips.
Yeah, it was last week. It snowed. What's today? Thursday. It snowed. What the hell did it snow? Over the weekend. We'll be out there next Thursday, next Friday. But
Nice.
Oh, that's... Am I coming through okay?
Yeah, you're perfect.
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong.
Yeah. At least on the meet.
My
You're
audio... My headphones just cut out.
Oh, weird. Your video feed in the meet is kind of back to how it was a couple weeks ago. But I'm sure it's fine on the YouTube.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that means something just must have glitched. Dang it. Because it started off fine, yeah?
Yeah.
Man.
No, you're good on that. It looks good. Well,
No, it's doing a weird freeze thing.
Yeah. Joe's in the middle of nowhere and has better frame rate than you, Adam.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, sorry about that.
It's all good. So, Junior, what's your thoughts on the new tile?
Like it. I do. I like it. It's cool because the truck up the street that I have is RCHQ. It's in a mall. It's polished concrete, but it's real slick. So every time I go to P-Town and come back here, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
So I'm just keeping one car for polished, and then my other one for the P-Town. So
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. How far are you from the hobby shop?
about an hour and a half.
Okay, that's not bad.
we keep getting to try to move to Austin, dude, and I think I'm about this close.
Yeah, it would be nice to have it a little closer, for
Just
sure.
move, dude. Come on, stop. Just move. It's not that hard.
Just move.
Just move.
Come on.
Mm.
Come on. Let me talk to Anna. Where's Anna at? Put her on the phone.
And shoot, I don't know, somewhere in the house.
Okay, I'm going to try to at least fix my audio, so I'm going to be in the background for a bit.
Yeah, okay. So I'll talk to Junior a little bit here. So you, how long have you been drifting for?
All right. I'm about 4 years into it. I've never done RC before. I used to have a Revo when I was little, but I had no idea what was going on. I just used to turn it on, take it to the shop across the street so they could fix it, and then break it again. let's see, so it's almost 4 years. And then I remember I was going to up the street to RCHQ. Have you heard of that track?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it's here in San Antonio, and I would go. I started because a friend of mine told me, "Hey, come through to the mall, come kick it." And then I tried his car out, and I was like, "Well, this is pretty cool." So then I went and got myself a Yokomo S, and then I didn't know what I was buying, so I bought like all the Hobby Wing stuff, and then I was like, threw it together, and then I don't remember. Maybe I went through like another I remember I had a ZX, and then I think I had a MC1, and I stuck with MC1. I stuck with that one. I was like, you know what, this is pretty cool. I went to California. I had a little bit of help on it, and it was just like I don't know, I had like a lot more behind it, you know? Like, I was like, heck yeah, this one I took out of town. I had help on it. Like, I don't know, it's just, you know, when you barely get into it and anything you do, just you feel like it's the next best thing you could have done,
Yeah.
you know? And then you're hooked. So I was
Yeah.
on MC1, and then we went to GDT just for a random trip. It was 3 of us from here in San Antonio. And then I started, what happened? And then I started competing. I remember we were going only to dark. It's in Dallas, but with stops and everything, you know, taking it easy, it's like 5 hours from here.
Yeah.
So, man, it was a pain because we
That's a
would
trek.
go.
Wait.
Yeah, we would go. My buddy Aaron would drive, and then it was like he would drive back right after. So I was like, oh, it was a lot.
It's
I did
only
not enjoy it. It was cool though. Shout outs to Ply, you know, over there at dark, but too far.
it's only 5 hours away.
Yeah, only a 10-hour of being on the vehicle through the whole day, just to go compete and just sit there all day. It's
Yeah.
like,
That's rough for a
like-
competition. That's rough.
yeah. So then the year after, when they added, I don't remember how many tracks, but they added like 2 more or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started competing, and then let's see. I remember we'd go to competitions, and then there was I don't know, there was some people, you know, that I wanted to beat and whatnot. You know, you always have those, and then I remember when I went to Super G for the first SDC, you know, and then my biggest someone there that was very cool with me, that made me feel welcome, was Shane.
Mm-hmm.
So he's always been a good influence, you know. He's always been super cool. So shouts to that dude.
Yeah.
And then I came back, and then I think I don't remember what it was. Oh, and when I barely started, I remember I would drive the first person that I ever like drove with, that I was like, man, this dude is really good and blah blah blah. My buddy Victor. I don't know if you've heard of him. I'm sure you saw him the other day. He wouldn't stop chatting with Alfredo the whole night.
Yeah, I think I'm familiar with the name.
Yeah, so he was the one that I remember when I barely got into it. He drove with me, and I remember him. We talked, and then he was all like, "Oh, you're gonna be good. I have a feeling you're gonna be good." So then we would like keep driving. And then what was it? Man, I'm like trying to think of everything. It's just so much has happened, you know.
Yeah. I
But
mean, so
remember that I was
how many times have you gone to Super G for the finals?
twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
How'd you do the first time?
I made it to the last battle in the second, not the top 32. I made it to the last battle against Chris. So, yeah, that was. I was excited. I was like, heck yeah, maybe I'll get to get on. You know, I made it all the way to the last battle.
For sure.
And then all I remember was I never blame it on my battery, but I remember there was a corner where it was the year that there was a real hard throw in the furthest corner, and my car kind of like cut in,
Oh,
and I got the loss because of that. And then Vittorio after was like, "Let me try your car," and then he's like,
Lipo.
"What's wrong with your car? It's not going." And then he's like, "Bro, you lipo." Or he's like, "You're straight on no juice." He's like, "You might have had a quick drop on the whatever, voltage drop or whatever."
Mhm.
I don't say it was because of that, because I don't know what happened. It could have been me. So, but either way, that happened. And after that, I learned a lesson on battery.
Yeah.
So I took that as a lesson, and then I went to cross games, and I was like 6th place, I think I finished. And then that was cool. And then, oh, by the way, Rio and the Overdose, they're coming to the hobby shop.
I saw that.
Yeah, we saw that. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, they'll be out. Man, I don't even know the dates, but I know it's kind of soon.
It's in March, right?
Yeah, I think it's March 7th and 8th that weekend.
I don't even know who's all coming. I just know Rio. I don't even know who's all coming. I have no idea. I just know they're coming.
Joe, I have to imagine you had something to do with that. How did that work out?
So I had nothing to do with that.
Crazy.
No, that was it's always a team, man. It's honestly no BS. It's always a team. Randall's been with us since the beginning, and he's been hitting Overdose, trying to get him to give us an opportunity to sell the products. Alfredo's done some work behind the scenes to kind of help us out as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we've as a company, we really wanted to push Overdose pretty hard. So between Alfredo putting in good words for us, and then Randall getting the line open, and we've been pushing it pretty hard and telling those guys like, hey man, like, we're not messing around. We really want. Texas has got a lot of good drivers. We've got a lot of all the tracks in Texas, and I think we have 5 or 6 now. We all talk, the owners, we all group chat and cross-pollinate each other's businesses and keep it friendly, man. And we're telling Overdose like, hey, like, California's great. I love SoCal. I'm a resident. I love it. But as far as I'm concerned, like, Texas is coming up, and we want to make everybody take notice.
I think for sure, as far as like high quality tracks condensed in one area. I mean, you could call Dallas and San Antonio not really the same area, but like if you were taking a trip somewhere, I mean, that's totally reasonable. You could hit up a lot of high quality tracks really easy out there.
Sure.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Shout out to Randall, dude.
Yeah, definitely, man. He doesn't like the limelight. He doesn't like to be in the limelight, but I think he does. And I'm going to push him a little bit harder this year to get his name out there.
Right on.
He's doing a hell of a job. So.
Oh yeah, that's sick. I'm excited for you guys. I wish I could come to that.
Why can't you?
I think.
Why can't you?
Well, yeah. What's the date? I definitely can't, but
March 7th, and that weekend, it's the weekend of March 7th. I think it was going to be the 15th. I'm pretty sure it's the 7th.
Yeah. DJ and I are going out to Phoenix later that month, and that's about the limit of my budget. So,
but didn't we find out it was only like $276 for a round trip flight over to Texas?
I don't believe that.
Spirit, come on, dude. No tattoos, no.
Oh, you saw that too?
Yeah, of course.
What's the closest airport over there, Joe?
It's Austin. It's a good airport. I mean, it's a pretty big airport, so you get a lot of directs. Flights are relatively affordable.
I'm gonna look it up really quick. You guys can continue.
I like that airport a lot. It's like real easy.
It is easy.
Good food.
We're Junior. When we going to PDX?
Oh well, they're gonna get their. They're in the middle of their transition, so.
When we get dates, maybe.
Yeah. I want to. What's a good time of year? I've never been to Oregon.
Oh yeah, you probably want to. I mean, it depends on the experience that you want, but I would say like.
Your closest bet is probably going to be like July or August.
Yeah.
To be comfortable for you guys.
And it's
You know, I
because
love
of
Oregon.
the
Oregon is so nice.
yeah, I've never
Yeah,
been.
yeah. July, August would be great. I think, you know, our big Matsuri event is at the end of August. One not to miss. But I mean, if you're trying to do a comp, then
Oh, it
definitely.
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I'm down for it. I mean, my Monsuris are a lot more fun than the competition.
Yeah, so that's what I would shoot for then, because I'm the same way. I'd much rather travel for a Matsuri than a comp, because it's like you said before, you know, it's like all this traveling to go sit around and not drive for a bunch of time.
Yeah, comps are cool, but I don't know. They're fun. I'll just drive. So
Yeah, so that'll be like the end of August.
okay.
And that'll be a
yeah.
nice time to come out here. It'll be nice and sunny and not hot. You can get out of the Texas heat for sure.
Chris, does he like crawling? We can give him the full experience. Of course, you would bring up crawling here. Why would you do that here? I mean, yes, we're an RC channel, but come
It's
on.
RC drift talk, not RC talk. Okay.
Your general RC talk. Bring in a mobile office. Okay. Hector, follows the best. The color on the trees out that way are amazing. We only get green, brown, or no leaves on our trees.
What's up, Hector?
What up, Hector?
So Junior, what chassis were you driving at Worlds, and what have you, if anything,
Where
what have you
is it?
changed since then?
This one. Hold up.
Now we're in a law firm. What if any?
I ran my Conte V2 with the Ishii battery holder. Yeah, with DDSS. Basically this same setup, same motor, every motor setup.
Kind of untouched since you came back.
No, I've definitely messed with it because, well, which one? When I went to Malaysia, I ran my other. No, when I went to Malaysia,
Oh, that's
I
right.
ran
You were
my-
on that trip
I
too.
ran my Kaiju.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was gonna ask. Like, where are you kind of going at with the Kaiju?
Junior, did you ever
Um,
post pics?
No,
Okay. Let me work on some of those.
But-
I'll make you big. Maybe.
here, let me get the.
Yeah, Joe. What's your chassis? Victoria wants to know.
He built it. It's we can't release the details yet. It's still under contract.
Oh, okay. I see how that is.
Very top secret, dude. Very.
This will be my shelf for this year. I got it painted by my buddy in Dallas. I don't know if you know him, Joe Ferguson.
Yep.
He
It's on the
painted
chat.
his
What's up,
all
Joe?
paint.
He's in the chat.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no the wing broke, so I had to take it off. Unfortunately.
Oh
But,
no.
yeah, I put the Yokomo one on it, but it fell the other day, so I haven't put it on. But this is what I'll be. Well, one of the ones I'll be running. But this is my Kaiju setup. I like it.
Is it RDX on both ends right now?
This one, yes. This is
Okay.
what I ran in Malaysia. The front, basically, pretty untouched. I just had the hickory knuckles with some spacing to make it like how I wanted on the front, my Ackerman, and then the back as well stock. I just have like, I actually had it all stock in the back, arms, suspension blocks. The only thing I had different was the knuckles and the camber link. And then I had still my stock shocks, which I will probably switch. I've just been running it as stock as I could. But I like it. It's good. I have that new Rev D servo on it.
Yeah, how you liking
How's
that?
that?
I like it. It's loud when it's just on though. It like sounds like it's like cracking, but I mean it feels like it's another servo. It's good, I guess.
Like
I just put it on
SPO3
to try
vibes?
it, but The what?
Like SPO3 vibes?
I don't know. I never really ran that.
That's okay. You're not missing out.
That's the Yokomo, right?
Yeah.
So the one that I ran in STC, that I got second, that was my Futaba setup.
Mm.
This one is Rev, the servo and gyro, and then I just recently, I haven't even really announced it, but AccuVans picked me up as a driver for the season. So
Hell yeah.
I just put like I got like new motors. I got that little one.
Nice.
Yeah. Sick. Congrats, man.
So let me ask you this then.
Thanks.
Are you a Fledge boy or an Agile boy?
I've always been on Agile.
Okay.
Now that I've been learning more, like I've never really tried a Fledge.
Hmm.
You know, like I've tried a lot of stuff, but I didn't know much. So, you know, and I don't come from an RC background at all, so I have no idea what any of this stuff does.
Mark, no BS duel in the mix. Sorry, that's a funny comment to me, just because it's no longer available. Or at least not in the ones that we want.
Which one?
The AccuVans BS Duel. It was an epic motor because it was like, by the time that I was looking at AccuVans, they were $60 motors, and they ripped.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
I ran that overdose motor at the STC comp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just, I mean, what, it's supposed to be an Agile, right?
Depends on which one, right?
Wow, I just have the V3 10.5.
So yes, I believe, from what I've been told, it's based off of an Agile, but tuned a little bit different, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it says on the thing, that it was like OD tuned or something. I don't know.
Version 2.
But they don't even run it, I don't think.
Version 2 was BS Dual. Version 3 is an Agile. Thank you. Thanks, Dow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we already lost Logan. Okay. So as far as your kaiju goes, are you planning on changing it up at all?
The front, no, maybe just suspension, but
Well, like from chassis to chassis, right? Like, are you wanting to switch out to a different front end or a different rear end?
no, that's the reason I got this one, was because my other one was DDSS, but I liked the I've just always liked Rev D, and then I remember when the plastic one was coming out, I was like, oh, I didn't know much, so I was like, I would just kind of read what people posted, and then I would kind of, make my I judge based off of that. But now that I've been learning, I think anything can be good.
Yeah, for sure.
It just depends on the person, and because a lot of people will learn stuff, but I don't know. I feel like just like a lot of it is also the driver, the driver skill. I feel because I've driven a lot of cars, from some people that are newer in it and they can't drive in, and I'll grab their car and they'll be like, "Oh wow!" They'll be like, "It's not like they're excited that their car is drifting."
Yeah, that's a moment for a lot of guys at the track of going through phase, maybe early on, where they're struggling with what they think is the car, and then they hand that controller off to someone that is a good driver, and then have to realize it's not the car, bud. It's kind of just
Where's Shane's not on here, huh?
No, you don't like it.
That's what I've been telling Shane forever. I mean, Shane's got a lot of knowledge, but I keep telling him, I said, it's all seat time, dude. It's not the car. It's not, it's, you got to get that seat time in. And
yeah, he was a huge help to me, because every time, a lot of the times, I remember at first I would have a question also, and then I would hit him up, and then he would just tell me, he'd just be like, just don't chase perfection.
Yeah.
He would always tell me, because I would always message him randomly, and then he'd be like, "Man," he would be like, "Does it run good?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Then leave it alone." He's like, "Just keep driving." So that helped a lot. the people that I've gained a lot of knowledge from, that I feel I've gained a lot of like knowledge, like not like just driving, but like actually like that have helped me have always been my buddy Victor Ho, Shane, and now Kevin. Kevin is like I don't know where he gets all his knowledge from, but when you hang out with him, he will just let it all out and he'll just talk forever.
Oh, but I love it though. Like,
He will go, dude. We left the comms in Malaysia and it was like 1 a.m, and he'd be like, "You want to go upstairs and watch videos and talk about everything?" And I'd just be like, "I'm dead. I can't." It was tough being in a whole different country.
I
And then
don't
know how
think
Kevin does it.
I don't think I've met anyone that is more about this than Kevin is.
mhm.
Like, really haven't. I mean,
Yeah, and he cracks me up because he'll be like, "I have the knowledge. I'll make the stuff. You guys drive it and perform with it." He's like, so it's kind of, he just cracks me up. Like, he's cool. He's a super good person for sure.
yeah, awesome guy. He'll be on soon as well. We have a lot of RCO drivers lately. So going back to Malaysia, how'd you do there? What was your experience like? How did you feel? We talked about this last week a little bit with Kalai and Brenna, but what'd you think about it overall as a competition?
Malaysia was cool. So the thing about Malaysia that I feel is Malaysia is very here at Super G, I feel like you have time. You don't feel pressed on time, right? Like, yeah, you do feel pressed on time, but you still get plenty of braking time on your tires.
Yeah.
You know, like there when you do your qualifying, you put your tires on, you put your car up there, you do 7 minutes of practice, and then you line up, and then it's your group goes, run your tires, you just broke in, and that's it. And you don't get time to tune. So the way I saw Malaysia, it was very, if you're coming out here and you know what you're doing, you're gonna do good. You cannot go there with not much knowledge on how to actually get, because dude, it was layouts wise, hardest layout I've ever driven.
Yeah,
Simple.
it looked really hard.
Simple, but that one throw where you can't touch, dude, you can't. They didn't want you to hit 90 and push. They don't want to see you. They didn't want to see you reaching for the zone.
Yeah.
They wanted to see your car and then pop and then take it.
Yeah.
They don't care if you can do 90 and push it the whole way. They could care less.
Yeah, just one fluid motion into the zone, get out.
Yeah, and I like the tape idea. I'm all for it because it gives you more room to mess up. So that means if you're a good driver, it's going to show even more. You know, like it's cool. It's cool. I'm always down for any challenge. If you're going to throw, I mean, we went to Malaysia and some people weren't happy, but in the end, I was like, you know what? We're across the world and they run, it's just the way they do stuff. So, you know, you kind of got to adapt. But the thing was that whenever you practice in the practice track, that was the biggest track I've ever seen. It was probably like 3 Super Gs. It was huge. I'm not even kidding. I laid the tape down on the practice one, dude. It was literally like 3 Super Gs in one. Not even kidding. It was huge.
That's crazy.
But that floor was messed up. There was grooves on the ground. If you hit certain parts, your freaking tire will like fly off, like it'll get pushed into the rim, dude. So when you went to the spot where you comp, complete different surface.
Perfect.
So they were kind of like, it was kind of like, and then to practice, they would only give you 5 minutes. You get 5 minutes every 40 minutes. And I think the total we ever got there was maybe less than like 45 minutes of practice on that track. But it was only in 5-minute increments. And if somebody crashed in front of you and somebody didn't help you freaking with your shell and you lost a minute, dude, you've already lost most of your time.
Right.
Because by the time you have to come around and set up again,
yeah,
you've already, like, it was crucial.
That's kind of interesting. We were just talking about how like seat time is king. So, in a way, that kind of style of comp could take a lot of the tuning aspect out of it because you simply don't have a lot of time to tune, and then you also just have. I think at the end of the day, like even if there was no practice, the same people are going to do well. I don't think it really, maybe the ultimate quality of the driving wouldn't be as high because people aren't as used to the track. But I still think like the better drivers are going to separate themselves somehow. I think it kind of just works itself out. Makes it a little more stressful as a driver though, if you're not super comfortable with the track, for sure.
Yeah, it was different. I enjoyed it. I placed top 16 out of 168.
That's sick.
What
yeah,
was
that, it was.
what was
I
you-
didn't.
what was your class called again?
I don't even know, but I don't know. I was in the top 32. I was with the top 32 people. So whatever that one's called.
The top one, yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So Patrick in with a question. Who's Junior's biggest competition at his shop? At your shop? At the
In
shop?
the shop or in Texas?
Let's say
Well,
your local track.
You probably compete in multiple regions or no?
Normally I'll go to the hobby shop and garage because garage is only like an extra hour away,
Mhm.
technically, so it's not bad. If I go to Houston, it's another hour,
Yeah.
so it just keeps adding. So,
Yeah,
but
so-
garage is cool though. They have P-Tow. It's about the size of Tandem RC.
Okay.
Alfredo wants
If
to
you've
know
ever been there.
in Texas overall.
There you go.
In Texas overall, my always someone. It's also someone who I've always looked up to. My boy Victor.
Mhm.
He's always because before I got into it, like, and I heard about their squad, the Pals. I was always like, man, I want to beat them, but I always knew Victor was like the one that I've heard was like, oh, he's really good. They always go and they always get all the trophies. They always take all the prizes, and I was like, I'm gonna put an end to that. I was like, I want to take one of those spots, and then Victor started like helping me out. We got cool, and then I ended up joining the Pals, and then I don't know. It was just he's just always been him. He worries me, but I know he gets really nervous when we drive.
So
So
do,
I kind of I'm like, okay, I know he's nervous. I'm like, I just gotta hope he gets a little nervous, you know?
do you know those
But
buttons to
nah.
press?
Yeah, but he's cool. Yeah, his legs get shaky when he competes, so I always make fun of him for that. I always make fun of him for that one. And then also they have like Andrew. He's a great driver from Texas. Well, they always have like the people that I was like, oh, the Pals have like the good people, this and that, you know?
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of right now there's so many people getting good though.
Yeah.
Like so many people are like, dude, people are coming up.
Yeah.
Like like now, if I compete, there's more than just like the Pals that I will worry about. Like,
Yeah.
there's other people that I know won't fuck up and they can take it. Like they might have a great run.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
they might
something that
not
I've
be-
noticed driving
The
in this off
consistency
season.
still isn't there all the time,
Yeah.
but they're also, I feel like in a year or two of being in it, you're still building it. Because I'm only 4 years in it, I feel like I'm still always getting better. Like
Yeah.
I'm learning, you know?
100%.
The
So
people that can put down a really good lap, like if you're watching, on just a random practice day or whatever, people that can put down one really good lap, any of those people could beat you. Like it's the way the sport works is like you could just have a semi not great run and they could do their best run of their life and they could beat you. And it's like the amount of people just in this off season that could do that has grown a lot at our track, and I'm sure it's the same where you're at. Like the field just is getting so much stronger.
yeah, no, I feel you. That's why now when now I'm like, okay, people are getting better. I'm like, so now it comes down to who can get their car tuned to go quick and hit the same line. Because I notice a lot of people get quicker, and the car also gets harder to drive. You know, the quicker.
Yeah,
it
the
gets.
faster it is, the harder it is to drive for sure.
Yeah, so and I notice it because then people will get quicker, and I'm like, you gotta start slow, and then like
Hey,
get used to your car more and whatnot.
Junior, can you do me a favor? Can you tip your phone up so you're not a chopped off head anymore?
Yeah, I need to raise it.
I'm sure most people don't mind.
And for those paying attention, I just want to point out, and those not, what we saw a few minutes ago was Joe step out and grab a piece of firewood. Now, he's not kindling a fireplace. He is keeping the shed warm there. So I just want you guys to understand the dedication that this man has to our sport. He's in a cabin in the middle of nowhere, a tough shed in the middle of nowhere, heating his place with a wood stove. So you guys got to show some appreciation for that.
I thought he brought out like a detonator or something like that. like, oh, okay.
It's getting cold up here, buddy. It's getting chilly.
Do you know what the temperature out there is?
It's actually not that bad. It's probably mid 40s.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
It's not that bad.
Well, when you're in an uninsulated tough shed.
Cabin. Let's call it cabin.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my bad.
Logan.
It's a double wide cabin.
I wish it was a double wide. It's got 2 lofts though, dude. So it's roomy. We got my wife is in here, my daughter's in here, and our dog is in here. So
I would like to apologize to all of them for just being forced to, partake in this unwillingly.
The kid and the dog are asleep. My wife's smiling. So,
I mean, that's got to be an interesting topic, right? It's like, oh, you're on a podcast, you're on a live stream with a whole bunch of nerds that talk about toy cars. That's got to be great.
She used to. She loves it, dude. She actually drives more than I do. So.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're trying to push the women in Texas to step up their game this year. We've got one girl, Mo and Leah. I don't know if you know them. They're originally from Colorado. They're slide assassins, and they moved to Texas, and husband and wife. And Leah's good. Trying to get her to comp this year. So hopefully, I don't know if we succeeded yet, but we need to get the women to step it up a little bit.
I agree. I think it'd be nice across the board for to see more of that. Brenna raised the point last week that we should do like an all women's episode of the show. I think that's a sick idea.
Oh, she just wanted more girls on the show. Then I said, hey, let's have a girls takeover.
Oh, okay.
So that's what happened.
Well, I mean, she's right in both ways. We should just have more women on the show for sure.
So, yeah, that should be coming down the pipeline. I haven't talked to anybody yet, but it should be a pretty cool stream once it happens.
Absolutely.
Hey, Junior.
Yeah.
Is it like your off season right now? Are you actually in an off season ever?
Yeah. Yeah, right now I'm just chilling. They do like a local thing up the street that I go to, like, if I have time just to like support and kick it.
So Yeah. So what do you do during the off season? Like, are you focusing on something else, trying different tactics?
I just chill, meet up with friends and drive. Just nothing really, just kick it.
Do you go crazy like messing with car stuff at all?
No. I used to touch my car a lot, like mess with it a lot. Now I'm just like, I'll just when I get to the track, because like I've learned to like if I'm gonna go to a comp or something, I just tune my car that day off. Like I already have an idea of what I like to do to my car to see what I can get out of it, and I trust my consistency in my driving.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I can put killer laps, they got to do better than that.
So you drove with Jake in the Final Four.
Yeah.
This time of year for Jake is basically he has a very small track in his garage, and this time of year he is literally just like taking every part he can get his hands on, every chassis, everything, and he is just basically throwing it all in a bag, mixing it all up, pulling out whatever comes out, and trying it out. Like he goes crazy in the off season. Just like building random cars and everything. It's kind of fun to watch, but
no, it's the cars you don't actually know about. Those are like the ones that really throw you through a loop.
Yeah. Just fun to see the different sides of that. Like I'm much more like you. I'm kind of just like, yeah, my car, it works. We'll, I'd rather just drive or not think about it. But Jake goes ham on like 4 different chassis, different configurations, different motors and ESCs and everything. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, that's all. I usually just I've been just sticking to these because I'm like, if I can just learn my car and know what to have it do on certain trucks, then I'll be okay.
Yeah.
I do want to try like the one I want to try one like a GRK. Those look cool.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, don't say it.
so I'm like,
Don't.
Don't say the G word.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I mean the GRKs are interesting, right? Because obviously after our finals, there was a lot of GOM stuff going on, but now after RCDC, it's almost the same with the GRK stuff. I'm seeing a lot of those get picked up.
Yep.
We're
yeah, so I'm
trying to.
just
Sir.
waiting for the kit to drop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Just
Joe-
like they called it, we had those boys on here, and then we had Trey and Vittorio on here. Like a week later, they announced the kit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vittorio
that was
reinforcing
cool.
it. GRK5R
I was like,
is coming.
finally.
Joe, were you about to say that you're getting GRK there? What were
If this guy in California that's on this chat can ever make it happen, yeah, we're trying to get him as fast as possible. But
right on?
yeah,
Yeah, we'll see.
If the GRK5R like kind of retains the same price, like just as a GRK5 as the release price, that'll be dope. Because if you buy the cars separately as is, you're looking at like $1,400, something like that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So if they can even drop
Hopefully
it,
the kit is lower than that.
yeah, if they can drop it down to like 1,100, I think that's great because you're buying a fully upgraded car basically,
Yeah.
like already right out the bat.
Yeah.
Oh, D6s are on sale on Super G now. That's kind of cool. On the opposite end of the spectrum.
There you go. What Vittorio says. That sounds about right. Right?
Yeah, maybe slightly
Just-
higher than
just-
the. If it
yeah,
is
more than
just
the
slightly
GRK5.
higher, then yeah,
Yeah.
it'll sell. It'll be great.
That sounds good.
And from the way that they talk about it, right? It's like very few things about the chassis needs to be changed. You just kind of set it up and go. Dowd, actually, does Junior even see the YouTube live chat?
I don't think he does.
Probably not.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have it here next to me, but I don't know. I just
That's where all that feedback was coming.
like I've been reading it. Yeah, well, now I just after I don't know what I put the volume down. That's all I did,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah, that's all it was.
I just have the computer over here to my side so I could read stuff, but I forget about it.
Yep. It's interesting being on live stream, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's different.
Hey, coming back to like learning new things and just trying to like enhance your driving. What did you take away from like well, I guess what have you changed since STC or since your like Malaysia tour to now as far as your driving characteristics?
I don't know. I just adapt. When I go to a track, I just get my car running. I usually just pay attention. I know which people I have to look out for. I watch their style. I watch their speed, and I just glance their style, and I'll glance their speed, and then I don't know. I just get my car to. I just see how they're driving the layout because different layouts are different. Like if they say, like when we were in Malaysia, they said out of the first corner they don't want you to straighten out. They
Mhm.
want you to always be sliding. So I just tuned my car for that. I tuned it to have high speed and where I needed to. And I'll just keep trying to get it. And then it's cool because I have, whenever I do travel now, like, and the RCO is there, like, we kind of all help each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then I always have, it's pretty nice to have, like, them because I know some of the. I know the speed that they have. They're very quick
Yes.
out there.
Yes.
So I know that if I can get my car to keep up with them, like not, it's because whenever I comp versus whenever we do hot laps, it's too different. It's always different. I've noticed it's never the same. Like I already know. Like I'll watch someone hot lap, and as soon as we do the comp, it's slower.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So honestly, most of the time when I go to comps, I don't even drive with people. I get there, I drive my car. If I can do 10 laps with zero mistakes, hit every zone, I get off and I'm done. I won't touch
Interesting.
my car.
Yeah.
I'm done. I just pull off. I do my thing. I go chit chat with people, and I'm just waiting for the comp to start. Like when it's local stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When it's Super G and stuff, same. Now I'm getting comfortable to where I feel the same. Like this year at Super G, whenever we competed, and I got second place. I didn't even know I had got second place.
Yeah. We know. We
I
we
was
all
still
noticed
like,
that.
I was just wondering because I was like, what the hell? I was like, where's everybody on the stage? I was like, what the hell's going on now? And then they were like, you got second. And I was like, damn, well, that was unexpected. I was like, cool. I
That's
was like,
hilarious.
I'll take it.
That's
Because I
so
remember
funny.
I told them, I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll take it over third.
Yeah.
So,
So, if it's funny you talked about like comparing yourself with like a known quantity. Justin is able to come and compete with us a little bit sometimes. So, whenever he's there, definitely in practice, it's always like, okay, am I able to keep up with Justin? If I am, then it's like, all right, we're chilling. You know what I mean? Like same thing. It's like you have someone you know is fast, match that, and you're good to go.
yeah.
And then you were talking about like Super G. I think it's safe to say that everyone kind of realized that. Yeah, I think the biggest thing for so many people at that particular event is like feeling at all anything like normal is really hard because you only do it once a year, and even in your regional rounds, like there's a quote unquote normal that is not at all like how you drive, just in practice or in party laps. But then at Super G, it's like multiplied, where you're even further away from feeling comfortable. So it's
Yeah.
it's cool to
The
see that
only
you were
thing-
able to just get over that kind of.
The only thing that I feel that I'm changing now in my driving is when I did comps, I've gotten more into the habit of, instead of going into turns and being chill, now I'm starting to, I like a different style where I can throw my car really hard and float it all the way to where it doesn't change once it's there, because I used to go into it slowly, and I've been enjoying more now that I've like been learning, like traveling with other people, I'm like, I just kind of like sending it now.
Mhm.
Like, just looks good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then if you can,
There's like a there's a very big difference between. So I've been talking to Chuck about this a lot the last couple of days. I've been telling him because he just posted a reel of him driving at R3, and so there's a huge difference between someone that can just kind of like rotate into the zone to a specific angle and hold that angle all the way through the whole zone and then pull out. That's one thing. That's pretty good. But then there's a whole nother like level of the game of people that can chuck it like fast into a much deeper angle and then slowly work that back to the right point and then kind of push it from there. So kind of what you're talking about. I like that. I think that's definitely a little bit, that second person that I'm talking about is going to win every time, right? Because it's more exciting to watch. It's more fun.
It's also more
yeah,
difficult too, though, because like
way harder.
You're committing to that corner so much harder than you would just be like kind of easing into it.
Way less of a margin for error, less room to make corrections.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm over here laughing because I'm reading the RCO chat popping up on my
Oh.
freaking phone, and they're cracking me up.
They're talking about that chat. Jeez, okay.
The secret RCO chat. Oh god.
That boy's car is snappy, is chasing is hard. I don't think like following that style isn't necessarily hard, but keeping up with it or making the same commitment to follow that angle, then it's pain. Let's see. Yeah, Kevin T is Jr. in the okay. Are you the make fun of kid, Junior? They're making it sound like they make fun of you a lot.
Making fun of what?
They make fun of you a lot, or what? Are you bullied in the RCO chat?
Oh no, everybody's cool. Everybody's super chill in the RC and like that. Man, I don't know. He's burning a lot of people, and everybody's been super chill.
Yeah,
there you go.
So it's been, and then meeting all the people overseas that are like affiliated with RCO in any way, you know. And he's picked some people that, man, they're killer drivers.
yeah.
That's why every time I leave, go anywhere out of town now that I'm gonna go like compete, like when I go to Super G, I'm very at ease.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that the people that I have to benchmark when I go to these comms, like we'll benchmark off of each other, and I don't need to go driving with anyone else. It's cool, you know, because then it's like it's nice having someone good to be able to drive with, and then also I feel like because if I see people go out and they have a squad and they're all squad, you know, and they have good people and they're all driving with each other,
Mm-hmm.
it's dangerous. Because now you don't have one guy that feels confident. You got a whole freaking group of people.
I mean, how is that dangerous? I think that's a good thing.
Because it's dangerous to other people because you know that like you got to get through. If you got to get through one of them, it's not going to be easy. So every time I go somewhere now and I have them to benchmark, I feel more confident and I don't get nervous. Like in Malaysia, I was not nervous at all.
That's good.
Yeah.
When I was at Super G battling Rio, zero nerves. I was just driving. That's why I think I did so good.
The
I
harsh
was like, I didn't even know. Like I said, I didn't even know I got second. So I was kind of just up there, like, damn, that's it. I was like, all right, that's cool. Like it was just, I don't know.
The harsh truth of it is like if you especially if you're at a place where you don't normally drive, like if you don't have someone you know is really high level to drive with, your practice isn't going to be as good, and you're not gonna get to that point where you're feeling way more comfortable. So by having, you know, when you have like teammates in these places to drive with that you know are at a high level, it's like it's a little easier. You can just go straight to practicing with them, and then I mean, imagine if you're not, you know, affiliated with anyone and you show up to a place that has a big team of all the best drivers and they're all practicing with each other and you're just kind of sitting there like driving laps by yourself. Yeah, you're not gonna get, you know, the quality of the practice time and the just the warm up and confident feeling from that, right?
Yeah, and that's why I don't drive a lot. I don't like driving a lot. Once I feel good with my car, I just go do my thing. And then I'm like, I don't think about it either. And once, and sometimes after like 30 minutes, I'll turn my car on. I'll pull up to the line. I'll run. If I can hit one lap where I'm like, okay, that's a solid TQ. Like if no one can top that, like I know it's a TQ contending lap that I run by myself, I'll just turn it off again. And I'm like, I'm good.
It sounds like you're in the same vein as like Brett and just working off of cold laps. Like as long as you can do that,
cold laps good. And just the confidence of like if you go out and you put down your car and you drive a sick lap, like just you're turning your car off is gonna be a mental level of confidence of like, I'm good, I'm chilling, I got this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then another big thing I've learned is whenever I tune my car, I tune something that I can pick up after 2 days and I can run the same lap.
Mm-hmm.
I don't try to tune my car to something that I have to get used to before I'm comfortable with it every time I go out.
So Chuck has a very important question. What were you listening to when you battled Rio?
Every time I battle anyone, I always listen to Motor.
That's a big difference from NSYNC, Joe. Joe Ferguson, Junior listens to NSYNC when he competes. It's his known secret weapon.
I was listening to 50 Cent when I battled Rio. Like, I don't remember what song, but it was some gangster.
Something like Moana.
I was like Moana.
Candy Shop. Dude, that song is so old. 50 Cent is so old.
Yeah, really is.
Probably
So
something
Joe,
like Many Man. I don't remember.
Joe, aside from obviously you guys just put Thailand, do you have any other big plans this year? Anything you're trying to accomplish?
Yeah, game plan 2025. What's that?
Man, dude, there is so much. I don't know where to start, honestly. We've been blessed, dude. I mean, we really have been blessed just for the whole state of Texas. I mean, everybody's coming up. Obviously, on the chat, there's a lot of Texas people on here, and it's cool to see everybody. For the most part, everybody's getting along, dude. I think we're growing it as a whole, as a community, and there's like the amount of activity. Excuse me. I know Aaron's on here. He started a drift war. Junior, how was that drift war down at RCHQ with Aaron?
It was chill. It's not like a competition you win in that day. It's more like a points system.
Yeah.
And you can like call people out or if, stuff like that. It's more like I don't know. I feel like it's more to get people hyped up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So we're, with SDC this year, and we're hosting a Texas Finals as well. We held it last year. It's kind of like an impromptu Texas Final thing. This guy right here won that as well. And we're going to do it again. So it's, we're going to do it back at Garage RC, the third quarter of this year. So that's coming up. The Drift War thing is new. We're gonna kick that around. There's a lot, man. There's and I know this is RC, drift topic, but as far as the hobby shop's concerned, man, we have so many irons in the fire across the board. It's exciting. So
right on.
But I did plug one more announcement, and I think when you guys talk about teams, right? I mean, to come into this hobby literally 2.5 years ago for me personally, and to see the amount of competition and the teams and how people move in this industry as far as RC drift, it's been pretty inspiring. And like Junior said, it probably 37 times tonight. Pretty chill. The hobby shop has been like looking for chill people that we can kind of link up with as far as starting a team. And it's kind of another thing that, like, just like the P-Tile, like, all honesty, I really wasn't ready for the P-Tile. Like, we got a lot of things going on. I was like, man, I don't think we're ready for that. And watching a lot of these guys pick up on teams and get sponsored drivers, we're ready to do that. And Junior. Junior's our first hobby shop official team driver as of right now.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
So, does he know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure about that?
He's in the RCO chat. He don't care about us.
Yeah.
No, I'm reading all the everyone's comments, and I'm like going back and just reading them and laughing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Junior's been he's been very calm, very low key, very just chill since I've met him 2 years ago, and he represents what we want to represent, man. It's just no drama, you don't have to be a great driver.
Yep.
He checks that box as well, so that's a plus. But I see the amount of momentum that Texas has. and it's exciting as hell, man. It is. It's
Yeah,
really
like
exciting.
I was thinking about when you were just talking about Texas finals, like that could easily someday be just as big as the World Finals at Super G. Like it's a high
Oh, I
population
got
state,
the
a lot
freaking
closer
this
to the
one.
East Coast. Like if yeah. So like I mean, you
This
guys
is from the Texas finals.
have a ton of major cities very close by that could come to that, right? And then you have all the people on the East Coast. Like it's a great place to have an event like that. So that's pretty cool.
It is, and it's not. I believe in the universe. I believe in a lot of like manifesting and visualization. Um, that's on our vision board, man. Like I love Super G, Steve.
Of course.
Joey,
Of
great
course.
guys. Everybody on the West Coast. I'm out there all the time. I love, but I see the amount of people that are diehard locally in Texas, and my job is to do everything I can to put them on the spotlight, dude. And literally, like this damn spotlight I'm on right now. Um, but yeah, it's exciting. People are excited to do it. When we have events, people drive for hours to come, hang out with us, dude. And I'm gonna do whatever it takes to help that community and help our little community just get after it. So
That's sick. I mean, having people like you in the position that you're in that are like hands down like just wanting to raise the community even if people live in Alaska or northeastern Seattle, never step foot in Texas, you that benefits everyone in the community. It's like some cheesy crap Joe Rogan always says, but raising tide lifts all boats.
it
And
does. It
I
really
truly
does.
believe in that. So that's sick to see. And I really do think, like I said, I mean, it's only obvious. Like Texas is a huge state, a lot of people down there, a lot of people on the East Coast that aren't trying to go all the way to California just to play with their toys.
Well, and I will say this too, and this is kind of my like buy local like spiel real quick. For me, we're blessed to have other sources of income, and the hobby shop it's a passion project, bro. I put in more work there than. Let's not be talking about that. But my point is that like all these local shops, man, everybody's watching this. Support your local shops. Like, don't support. I don't care if you support me. Go support Casey. Go to RCHQ. Go support Aaron. Calvin's on here. Go support Calvin. Stephen Platt in Dallas. Like, go support those guys. Same with you up there. Go support Super G, GGT, Rolling Rock. Everybody, go support the local tracks. I know sometimes we might not be the cheapest, and might be able to buy it online, but every order that you place from us, it keeps that track open, man. It keeps this community going. And we need it. So
amen.
Yeah.
Yes. Always. Yeah. It is going to be a little more expensive, but the whole point of that is because Amen and other large companies, like they have buying power in the volume that they sell, but they are not directly supporting your local track. If you can spend a couple extra bucks and buy local, just support your local business. Because at the end of the day, if you have nowhere to drive, then what are you even doing? So,
and I really want to shout out everybody. Again, I'm not separating Texas from the United States, but I really want to thank everybody that's been supporting the hobby shop, RCHQ, Garage, Ultimate, Dark. Like you guys are the reason we're working so hard, man. It's I don't know, it's 10:30. My bedtime's 8. I'll be up at 5, and I would do it every single day because you guys you mean the world to us, man. And thank you from all of us at the hobby shop. We got a big team, and I want to shout out everybody. My partner Larry, Chris, Merv, Amanda, Rafa, JD, Alex. Come back to work, Alex. Alex got a girlfriend. He's been MIA for a little bit.
Oh shit, that's bad news, dude. We've lost many a soul to the old girlfriend.
And Shelby as well. So I mean, anyway, I just wanted to shout out everybody at the hobby shop. We got a big team, and of course Randall. I appreciate it, man. Adam, everybody. I mean, just let's keep it going, guys. Junior, I'm proud that you're our first official hobby shop driver, man. I know you do as well.
Yeah, I'm glad too. I just hope whatever we do I just wanted to the hobby shop, and I don't know how, but just spread the word, you know.
We're gonna have
I'm
fun,
just-
dude. We're just gonna go have fun.
I'm
It's not.
just-
I mean, we're just gonna go have fun. That's it. We're just gonna go up. We're gonna show up. We're gonna go PDX. We'll do Super G in a couple weeks and just have fun. So
Sick. Love it.
Yeah, like goal is to go say hi to everybody.
hell yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of
Yeah, there's
highs.
just a lot. There's a lot because I'm supposed to go to Asia in the end of the year again. I want to go to Canada, but I don't know how everything's gonna land, all the dates. So I'm just playing it by the month, really.
Right on.
Just seeing what's available and what's doable. Because I also have my girl, my kid. So, it's a lot of stuff, but it can be done.
Just take them with. It's the support
Yeah,
crew.
they're gonna go to Japan with for sure. So she's excited.
Yeah,
My
that's
kid,
sick.
I mean, he's 2, so I don't know how excited he is, but
There's plenty of stuff. It'll be cool.
dude, the only bad part is the flights, man. It's as my boy says, it's diabolical. And shout out to all of them, dude. So when we were in freaking Malaysia, we were all every time. It was funny because we would always say roll call on 3, and then we'd all go yer.
Ah, that makes so much more sense
So-
now.
Oh, dude, we were so loud out there. I feel like sometimes I was like, dude, we are so loud. They definitely know we're not from around here. And then we got some of the Asian guys to do it with us from the RCO squad. That was funny because they were, they just crack up. They're just like probably thinking, what the hell are these dudes doing? But
That's
It's
it right
funny.
there, though. Like team vibe. That's team vibe. That's cool.
oh, dude, the RCO squad is man, it's one of the besides the people that I've met coming along, RCO was I don't know, man. It's been awesome. It's been so dude, I got to leave the country because of the RCO. Like that's something I've never done in my life. Like, you know what I mean? And then Kevin made us feel so, dude, everything was just so chill.
So,
we literally had there was nothing to worry about. Everything was taken care of. There was an expo next door. It was just so cool. He definitely always goes man, that dude just goes the extra mile for all his peeps. And
Yeah.
right.
so he would in the morning we would just go, because at the place we stayed downstairs was Todak RC underground in the
Mhm.
parking lot. And Todak RC is Super G or a bit bigger.
Yeah.
And it was just downstairs from where we were staying, and there was a bunch of food there. So man, it was cool meeting so many people. If you ever leave the country, for an RC event, dude, it is insane. I got to go to Rev Drift Arena, meet the Rev D community. It's just so different.
So I want to bring it back to food because food was actually brought up and something completely different. But what was the best and the weirdest food that you had over there?
Weirdest? I don't know. The weirdest thing to me was shout out to my boy Jalen, who also went with us. He tagged along and he went with us. He's not affiliated with RCO, but shoot, he was the one that went out there that wasn't affiliated. But that boy eats anything, and he was eating I don't know what the hell he got. He got I don't know what kind of little animal it was. He got the legs, and he was over there sucking on them things. Oh, dude.
Shrimp?
I didn't try it, but that was
We
to
call
me
those shrimp?
the weirdest thing I saw. I was like,
Yeah.
oh. He's from the Philippines, and he says there's weirder stuff out there, so I didn't question it. I was like, hey. I was like,
RJ, chicken feet. Hey, chicken feet is good. So
they just look, I don't know.
You
They're
think
just,
so?
and then I got some
Shit,
chicken.
Joe's battery died, dude.
It did that.
Right.
Hold on. Dude.
We went out there at nighttime. It was 3 a.m. and we went with Nick from Rev D. He's the owner of Rev. This dude over here, freaking cabin vibes. We went to go eat food at 3 in the morning in Malaysia, and I got they got me some chicken legs. I don't know what kind of chicken this shit came from, but it was like the chicken leg, and then there was like this much freaking bone, dude. It's like they just stripped the damn leg off the chicken and just fried that damn thing. I was like, dude, these guys, they don't waste anything. That's so. I don't know. I don't know if that's a culture thing. They just said, eat it all, but that tripped me out seeing chicken like that.
RC
And everything
Hectorius.
tastes different. You can eat the same thing they have here, but everything's different. Like it's
all
different.
flavors are way different, right?
Soda tasted different.
That's crazy.
Did
Like,
it taste
dude.
better?
And it took me 4 days to get over jet lag, dude. It was the worst thing ever. Dude. Oh my gosh, dude. It was so on the third day. Oh man, like I could barely eat for 4 days. But after I was good and I felt like I was like at home, oh dude, I was eating. I was making up for 4 days. I was like, dude, I'm eating. So man.
Was it like just like a lot of little shops and stalls here and there that had a bunch of food, or were you guys like going out to places?
Dude, it felt like I was in the middle of a jungle. like everything is so like I don't know if you ever see videos. The best I can compare it to is like when I see like pictures of like Mexico and stuff. It's not like the nicest at all. But I don't know, man. Oh, dude, have you ever left the country?
Yeah.
In which way?
Okay. Where'd you go to?
Brazil.
Okay, that
In
sounds
England?
very different for sure. I could probably speak to them out there, but no, I don't know. Malaysia was very, I don't know, it was very different. But the people were awesome. I got to meet one of the bodybuilders that was for the national Malaysia team.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, so and he was super cool. He was a sangwa dealer. He had like his own. Yeah, he was cool, super cool, dude. I met some very random people, and so many people knew me that I had no idea who they were. So that was pretty cool too.
Oh yeah.
It was very interesting for sure. I was more shocked than anything the whole trip. I was like, damn.
It what's funny is obviously now I know Kevin and stuff, but like I could have when I got into the sport, I could have never imagined that there was just like a dude taking RC drifters all over the world. That didn't really seem possible, or like even a possibility. Like I wouldn't even considered it. And I'm sure you feel the same way, having only been doing this for 4 years. When you started, you probably never thought you'd end up in Malaysia. That's crazy.
The way that it happened is funny because I met him in 2023 Super G, and I looked at the deck. I talked to him. I met a Jeremy, and I was like, okay, cool. I met them. I got to see their product. I'm gonna buy one because I actually met them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right. And then I just supported him. And then one day I was selling some nerds, and he wanted to buy them from me. And then he was like, hey, how about I make you an offer? I'll pay you what you want, and I'll give you a sponsorship. And I was like,
wait.
What the hell? I was like, okay. I was like, that sounds like a better deal for me than anything for sure. But yeah, he was like, how about I buy them from you and I give you RCO sponsorship if you're okay with that. And I was like, yeah. I was like, and then it ended up being one of like I feel like, to me, I feel like it's a great sponsor.
We talked about that on the show.
Yeah,
many times. It's definitely the best sponsor.
Sponsor.
Obviously,
I just think what it brings is great. The people that have been in it, they've been so cool. Everybody, even the overseas people that I don't know, like, and I met most of them now. I met almost all of them, except the ones he added recently. I haven't met some, but they're all cool. A lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
A lot of knowledge for sure. Yeah. And then Kevin being so close to all the Rev D people. And like we run Rev D mainly. And he'll just drop knowledge. Like so it makes it, I don't know. Rev D just seems like a good place for me. Like the chassis. I like it. So,
yeah.
But I've always been all about Accuvance Electronics. I always enjoyed them. I've tried other stuff, but since I got used to Acumen, I figured why not stick with what I'm used to. Like I know what all the numbers do now. Like I have an idea how, because I feel like sometimes you gotta kind of like Tetris them, put them in the right places to make it work. So I don't know. I kind of got used to it, so that's what I'm sticking with. I don't even know how I got to talking about that, but
Oh yeah, well, I mean, so I want to clarify something that I just said. I said Kevin is the best sponsor, and I what I meant by that is, you see a lot of people get what I'll call like a factory sponsorship. People getting on, Yokomo or Rev D or Overdose. That stuff is all great. But what being sponsored by RCO offers you is the opportunity to really run what you want to run, and how you want to run it. So if you are, it just gives you more options, right? Like you're gonna pretty much, you can run whatever you want on the front, especially with the Kaiju. You can run whatever you want on the front or the rear, or you can just have a chassis. I mean, that's what I mean by that, just so we're clear. But yeah, that's cool.
yeah, it is cool. It's so easy. There's like not really a restriction to what you want to run.
Exactly.
So-
Exactly. Right. Like that's, I mean, obviously, having these, full kind of chassis sponsorships is great. And obviously most of us would sign up for that in heartbeat, but I think, if you got to choose, that would be, excellent, right? Having the freedom to just kind of use what you want to use. And he's not beholden to any one company either, right? He can make parts for whatever he wants. So, that makes it, even more so.
Yeah, and then another thing that I am a huge fan of is the fact that he brings knowledge from Asia.
Yeah.
He doesn't drive out here much. He's
Yeah.
not in the
Yeah.
States much driving.
Right.
He drives with that side of the world.
Mm-hmm.
So all the knowledge he throws me is from it's completely different. Sometimes the stuff I'm just like, man, I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, some stuff I'm just like, man, I can't believe people do certain random stuff,
Yeah. So RC Drift Network with the question, what is there a difference between a sponsor and a team? And I think for sure, in some relationships, those are kind of the same thing, right? Like with RCO, right? RCO has a team and it is a sponsorship, but like, take myself, for example, being a part of Team D Style or Team PDX. That's not necessarily any agreement between anyone to give me anything. It's just a group of people that I like to drive with at the end of the day. So that's kind of the difference there. But I mean, a lot of people are on a lot of different teams. Doesn't necessarily mean there's products involved, right? Like your juniors on Proximity Pals. That's a team, but it's not necessarily a sponsor.
So you guys, there's some roasting going on over in Roast My Rig,
Oh God.
and it's happening without us. So I think we need to switch gears a little bit, especially since we're coming down to that time.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not surprising that people are happily ready to roast Momo.
And DJ. So okay,
He's getting roasted too. Oh my.
yeah,
God.
DJ Junior. I know my stream on our stream is like kind of messed up, but hopefully they'll come across eventually. So let's go ahead and hit it here. Actually, let me check here. RCO is technically the only company doing that. Vittorio, your experience helped me at Team WTDC. They don't make a dedicated chassis. RCO complements what's already out there. Yup.
He doesn't make a full kit
Yet.
but he makes parts that allow you to kind of combine whatever you want. I mean, that's the main idea of the Kaiju, right?
Yes, to be able to pick and choose.
Yes.
Okay. Switching. DJ, this is you, man.
Buddy, DJ, wake up.
What is up with the stupid line down
Sorry.
the middle there? Hold
Wait,
on.
what the heck?
Hold on. I don't know what's going
That
on.
line is not in my picture.
Yeah, I know the line's not in that picture. Hold on. There we go. So, I just want to start out. I don't condone this. Jake says, you drive an MST. Boom.
That's
Roasted.
Roasted. It's an MST.
Chill.
Feelings.
No, when I was over there in Asia, some people drive some stuff that you don't see out here, like get comped. It's pretty crazy.
But that's the cool thing. That is the cool thing. You don't see. Oh, DJ, what is this? Is your ESC's like
It's my rear
crooked and
motor.
crap?
It's my rear motor car.
He has multiple MST chassis.
Yeah, I know this guy who comped in Malaysia. His name is Billy. He's going to California. I don't know who he knows. I forgot who he knows in California, but he's gonna go. If you know him, and you're in the chat, Billy. I forgot where he's from, but he's over there. And man, he killed it with his MST.
Jake's trying to come back. To be honest, I like MST chassis.
Yeah, I'm calling fucking shenanigans on that.
Okay.
He's full of shit.
I mean, the wires, clean up the wires, DJ, and I think we'll be good.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
that's-
like a throw together, play around chassis. So this
Oh.
gets changed around a lot. So I don't really care for wires on this one.
Let me pull up Josh's pictures, because I know he's been posting like every single week, and then we always never get to it. So I feel bad.
Which is like everybody in the Discord.
No, there's only some that I will skip intentionally. So what do we got
Now you
here?
know.
We got a Team AD already. Nope, it's a shark. Team AD front, shark rear.
Ooh, sacrilegious.
I think it's a shark. Looks like a shark. No, it could be the Team AD. It's the Team AD.
There you go. Oh yeah, that's right. Well,
What's
that's
right?
his. That's your own fault.
Oh wait,
We did
what?
talk about Jake being on instead of DJ for this episode.
Oh,
We forgot.
Shoot. Whoops.
Jake, you didn't remind me.
Yeah, bro. You're supposed to remind us.
Okay, next time make me put it on the calendar, because then I will see for sure.
Yeah, we operate off the calendar. Yeah, Joey wants Jake on next week. I think we can do that.
No, we're gonna talk about poutine. Okay, I'm
I
down.
think we talk about poutine enough. All right, so what is Josh working with here? Is he in here? No, he's not.
He was in earlier, but he makes some of the cleanest put together chassis, and his bodies are
you
sick
can,
too.
You can barely even see where the wires are on this.
Hold on, let me see.
I'm trying to put the live channel on my YouTube on my computer so I can like respond. But now that I signed in, it's not showing anything.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Ron in here now. We'll skip.
Okay,
We'll skip
Joe,
Chris.
this is a good question. Controversial question.
Oh boy.
The original question is, what's the best barbecue spot around the hobby shop? But I want to hear both of your answers. Around the hobby shop and then just Austin in general.
So I'll tell you a funny
Including
story.
including
I just
locker.
made some with him the other day too.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, how'd that go, Junior?
Dude, he had like, he pulled up with like slabs, at least 8 bags, dude, of just like
From Franklin's?
huge slabs, everything you
Yeah.
can think of.
From Franklin's.
That's sick.
You know, man, I wouldn't do it again. We got there about 6 a.m. and stood in line. They opened up at 11. 5 hours of standing in line, and we bought a lot of barbecue. And it was good, but honestly, I think that I think it's a little hype, and
Yeah, I think
would
that's
be against.
so. If you're not familiar, Austin has like a kind of like a long history of like hyped barbecue joints. Obviously, Texas barbecue known for like brisket, sausage. You have Lockhart, which is very nearby, which is it's like kind of the most. I don't know. It's just like I don't want to say capital of barbecue in Texas, but I think outside of Texas, it's kind of more known as like that's where you go to get barbecue.
Sure.
But
Yep.
then if you go back, you have Stubbs, right?
Yep.
And then I think
Terry
in
Black.
Austin, Franklin kind of took over that spot, I would say.
Yep.
Is that fair?
That's fair.
Yeah. So, but those two spots, both I would say were kind of known as like being great for a while, but then slowly became sort of overhyped.
Yeah, there's a couple of new places popping up. Interstellar is pretty good up by us in North Austin. It's I love barbecue, but that whole Franklin thing, after being in Texas for 20 years, I've never been. I never did it. And then last week when Junior came up, we went and got a bunch of barbecue, and it was good.
Yeah.
Most
of my family only have been to Stubbs or Franklin like once or twice.
Sure. Yeah, the process. I mean, to sit out there for 6 hours and wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Salt Lick in chat. I'm a fan for sure.
I don't know how many people in California around here, but if anybody ever wants to go to the greatest Mexican place in America, there's a spot called Los Cholos Tacos. They've got 4 locations now, but the one in Anaheim is the absolute best taco spot, in my opinion, in LA, Orange County, Southern California, hands down. So if anybody is out round 1, SDC, we'll be out there. Anybody wants to go, let me know. We'll go get some food.
Okay, so what's your barbecue spot?
Mine?
Yeah.
I don't. Nah. In California or in Texas?
No, in Texas. Yeah.
But what's the name of that barbecue place on 1431? It's not even. I don't care. Look. I'll say this too. I eat because I have to. I don't eat for the experience.
Because you're not a foodie. You're not.
I'm not a foodie, bro. No, but
okay.
I love food.
Anaheim.
What's your spot, Junior? In Austin.
Well, it depends on what mood I am for barbecue, because a lot of places cook it different out here.
Yeah.
I can go to where the people are real hood cooking the barbecue. They got like different style to their food, or I can go to like more of a like we have a grocery store out here called HEB. Their barbecue there is, dude, it's so good.
It's really good, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like I have options. It just depends what sides I want with my food.
Yeah. Like for myself, I lived in Austin for a short period of time. It was like the closest place to us was County Line, and it was great. I've enjoyed that every time I've been. I went down to Lockhart a few times and tried like your Blacks and your Kreitz's, and went to Chisholm Trail even, and I was like, they were all really good. But what's crazy is this might be a guilty pleasure of mine, but at the end of the day, when it came down to just like, I'm hungry for barbecue today, where do I want to go? It was almost always Rudy's.
Yeah.
Really, that one's up the street for me.
Alfredo, I need rice with my barbecue.
If you don't know, Rudy's is literally like a gas station / barbecue joint, fast food place. But I mean, it's always good.
It's not bad though.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's like I take people there. I'm like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, it was more just like, it's not such an ordeal as a lot of these other places, right? Like, you're not waiting in line for very long. It's easy. It's cheap. They'll yell at you if you don't know how to order.
Hey, y'all. We were having an argument earlier today about best color chassis. Jake doesn't like purple, but the question is, what is the best color chassis? Just so that we can get this out of the way.
Jake and I are in agreement that the best color and the only color is black.
That's fair. That's fine. Junior?
I don't know, whatever floats your boat.
No. What do you think?
All of Junior's answers to every question are so like neutral. I love it. He's just like, whatever, who cares?
Yeah, like I didn't know I got second. Okay.
I don't know. I've had a red shark. I've had mainly I usually would pick when I did have options, I would go black at the beginning because it was like the most easiest option. I was like, damn, I don't know which one. I don't know what color I want to get, so I just go black. But now, like one of them has a purple D. None of them really have everything matching though. Like or a lot of parts. I like this one was supposed to have purple motor, but I already took off the purple motor, so now it only has a purple servo, which I'm waiting for the purple gyro, but I don't know.
Junior never knows.
So you're the guy that might have a bunch of different colors.
I won't have different colors in one chassis. I'll just have either black with one color.
Okay.
But no, I don't really. I was gonna build a purple gum. I had I didn't buy the kit. I bought every piece I needed to build a purple gum. Everything. I sourced every part, and recently, like a month or two ago, I sold everything before opening it.
I saw that post.
Yeah,
like, oh, there's all the stuff. Oh. Hey, Joe, what about you? Purple, red, black.
Blue's hype right now. Everybody's going blue.
Yeah, blue's good because you just don't like. I think red and purple are kind of played out, and obviously blue has been around in various places for a while. But
I was gonna say,
you're finally starting to see like full kits come in blue.
Like blue is like the OG color technically.
People like blue, yeah.
Although I don't know, like the MD2 and the ST 3.0 in blue, it doesn't hit. Or at least it doesn't hit for me.
A lot of people like those blue cars.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like those blue.
We've been moving a lot of blue lately. Black's kind of been dying. Purple and blue. Purple is probably the hottest. Like we can't keep it on the shelf. Whether it's overdose or Yokomo stuff, but it seems like lately everybody's been switching to blue. So
I think DJ can only say red because he's MST. That's it.
If it was me, the only other color I would run that wasn't black would just be like raw titanium.
Wait, Josh, people who like blue didn't grow up in the drift packages. Oh, right. I had a drift package once. It is now a wrap-up mini. I think the only thing original about that is the transmission gears. Oh, going for the flame decks. No more flame decks, guys. I am anti-flame deck.
Yeah, a JSM full chassis kit, that'd be sick.
That'd be an expensive car.
That shit would be like $5,000.
Dude, like their pinion gears are like $20. Their Galm chop shaft is $40. Their battery connectors are like another 20 or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, super excited for One Up Racing, I think it is, with their like screw and lock in battery connectors.
Yes, the new battery terminals look so sick. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that's a lot of money going out.
So if you're there's One Up is always working on releasing products, but they've kind of recently full disclosure, I'm sponsored by One Up, but they've recently hired on a new guy that has been doing some engineering stuff, and a lot of the parts that they're coming out with are just sick. That's the only way I can describe it. Those battery terminals are badass.
Here is correct. SK.
What?
You're using class over there.
No, I was trying to. The laptop died, so I got my girl's iPad to look at the comments.
I mean, a little late now.
It is that time.
Victor, DRB over DIB. I think there was a lot more popularity behind the DRB for sure. I had a DIB with an overdose slide rack and stuff like that. Reversed the whole chassis, so it was rear motor or mid rear motor. Anyways, hey, it's 9 o'clock, you guys.
11
for them.
Dude, it's okay.
It's even later.
So
Probably get off and just play video games for a few hours, a couple hours.
Car X.
I'll
People
play
playing Car
whatever.
X?
Like I've been playing Call of Duty since I was in high school. I used to play Sponsor when I was in high school.
Oh
So
whoa!
I'm huge on games. I love.
So you're
video
just
games.
good at anything that you do, huh?
No. And then before RC, I did stunt riding on motorcycles,
Oh shit.
and then I had a kid, and this was safer. So you
So-
know.
Jake, go make a lobby and use the Discord in my chat this time, and then Oh,
yeah, I'd be down
I
to
need
hop on Car X. Joe's
Yeah,
out there
that's my
just
setup
hunting Sasquatch or
back
some
there.
shit.
That's my games. This is my this is like my RC stuff.
Hell yeah.
That's about it. That's my game room. And then I like cars too, real cars too.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
Joe rips on Car X, dude.
But he's in the mountains right now, y'all. Okay, hey, Junior, where can we find you on the socials?
My Instagram is Papas. What is it? 310.
He's like, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, at papas.310 is one of them.
Yeah, and then just my Facebook is just Junior Barba. That's it.
Okay, Joe, what about you? Where can we find you? And where can we find you?
At the Hobby Shop TX. Instagram, Facebook.
Right on. Hey, random thing I came across today. I was perusing the Super G products pages, and I don't know how long it's been posted. It's probably been posted there for for a week or something like that. But Yusakani has released a new CLSD conversion for a Yokomo gear diff. So if you're familiar with the X-Ray CLSD, it's kind of the same idea as that, built differently, clearly, but X-Ray did it first with like the spider gears and the like kind of clutch pack, not a clutch pack, but anyway, yeah. So Yusakani has kind of the same thing. It's out for what, $50 shipped is what I bought mine for. So yeah, things to try, things to play with. It'll be cool. That's why I was asking for a Yoko diff earlier.
We will next week we got to talk about that Kyosho chassis.
I mean, do we have to?
Yeah, we should.
Okay.
I think it's legit.
Okay. Anyways, you guys, thanks for... Oh, bring it on camera. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do this first.
Yeah,
try.
shout out to everybody in Texas, all the drivers, all the shops, the homies. They know who they are. You know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Good shit. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Definitely. Thank you guys. See you. We'll see you up there in August.
Hell yeah.
Hold on.
We'll stay on for a little bit. We'll chat after.
Yeah, let me... You know, some of these chats that you have to scroll up on, it's tough. Because I want to find the Yusakani page really quick. There we go. Maybe I'll get this first try. Derp, 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 derp. Here we go. You- Nope, I didn't like it. And there we
You
go.
got the hunting rifles back there, Joe?
Okay. So we'll end with this. Just pictures of that Yusakani CLSD, and then we'll probably talk about it a little bit more. So this is cool, like the way that they built the spider gears with the like what presses out to stop those gears. So I'm kind of curious if it's going to be like, because this one has metal gears in it, what plastic gears will do. Anyways, so we'll talk about more about this later. I just think it's cool, something different to try. Anyways,
Yeah, new diffs are exciting.
thanks for coming, hanging out with us, Jake. I'm sort of sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
totally
we
forgot.
spaced that one. We'll get Jake on here for you guys next week. That's our bad.
Jake is in Car X lobby. Number is 502239. And then if you're in the Discord, it'll also be posted there as well. All right, you guys, signing off. You guys have a good week.
Later, everybody.
Later.
Laters.